Hello, my name is Bobby Jinks. My family and I came to China in 2013. When we first arrived, we went to Beijing, China, where we worked as teachers for 6 years. And then from there, we came here to Sanya, where we're now currently living and teaching. The reason that I want to learn Chinese is pretty obvious. We want to live here in China for the rest of our lives. And well, in order to do that, we have to master Chinese. One, for bringing our kids to the doctor, for doing just day-to-day things, but also I believe if we really want to stay here, we need to make deep relationships with Chinese people. In order to do that, I believe we have to master Chinese. So, my Chinese goals are to reach HSK 6 or higher. And I know I've been living here for 7 years, but I haven't quite had the opportunity to really study Chinese because of my work schedule and being a father. Because I'm so busy and because I have a family, studying online is a really good option for me because it's so flexible. Just the other day, I was taking my LTL class online while at the park with my family. I was letting the kids play on the playground while I was sitting there with my phone studying online and had my earbuds in and participating in class. It was a really great way for me to not be confined to the classroom. I first learned about LTL when I was in Beijing. I had started to grow a little bit weary of Chinese tutors who are able to speak Chinese fluently and perfectly, obviously, but they're not trained teachers. And that can be frustrating because they might not know how to use teaching methodologies to help students to learn the language. So that's one of the reasons I went looking for LTL, is because I knew that they produce results. And they help students achieve HSK and higher. They have trained professionals in language learning and language teaching. They have great materials from Beijing Language and Culture University Press. My experience with LTL has been great so far. My teacher is Sarah Liu, and she's a wonderful teacher. She's very fun-loving, she's lively, and she's really able to draw people out whenever she's in the class. She helps those students who are kind of shy to lighten up and engage in the classroom and engage in the lesson that she's teaching. She's also really good at differentiating instruction for those students who may not be as good at speaking. Their language skills are not as high, and so she's able to help those students pretty well during class. She gives them plenty of talk time. One of the things that I really like about LTL that I think is characteristic of all the teachers, and especially my teacher, Sarah Liu, is that she uses an immersion philosophy when teaching the class. That means that the entire class and instructions, questions, everything is in Chinese. I believe the classes are well structured. They cover grammar, reading comprehension, vocabulary, and they put it all together, and they do a really good job of delivery and also execution, so that by the time that you go from the beginning of the lesson to the end of the lesson, everything comes together very well, and you have plenty of practice in the vocabulary and in the grammar, so that you can go out and actually use it in practical situations. It's very well done. I highly recommend LTL, and if you're looking for a school to study Chinese specifically, I would recommend that you look up LTL and join their online classes.